Welcome to the 2023 Victorian Combined Masters final at Oakleigh. This is the end of a 4-track challenge, so we've driven all 4 different layouts of the Oakleigh kart track at this point. This final layout is the long layout, so it's got all the corners that you can possibly have except for the hairpin. This is me coming in after the final, so you can see it was just starting to rain. We just missed the rain when we came in. It was a great meet for me. I was more competitive at this meet than I've pretty much been before, so finally fighting for position and fighting with Dan and Robert, who are the other competitors in the Masters category. Don't know if I'll keep running in Masters. There wasn't that many people there for this meet as per usual, so maybe next year us 3 may strap on some weight and go into a different category. But anyway, this was pretty awesome fun for the day. On to the final itself. Quickly go through the telemetry on the screen here. We've got the G indicator, the target, which each line represents 1 G, and then underneath it will show the peak of the G in the corner, so it will show you the previous peak G. The speedometer is fairly self-explanatory, but then beneath that is the peak speed and the base speed recorded in the last corner, so you can see the minimum and the maximum speeds recorded. And then on the left here we have the track map, so you can see where on the track we are. As you can see, lots of corners in this one. This is the Oakleigh long track. One of Australia's more technical go-kart tracks. Oakleigh has a number of interesting corners. This hairpin after the start-finish straight gets really fruity in the beginning of a race, corner 1. This is where everybody fights to get their initial positions. And then the corkscrew, maybe a little bit like Laguna Seca there, which can be difficult when really pushing. Then we turn hard left into the infield for this track configuration. These corners are all high G and punishing on the body. It's particularly up through here. This next corner is really quite cambered as well. And we'll take a second here to talk about the 2 other competitors in the Masters category. So Robert Barnes, number 1, will be my primary competitor in this race, along with Dan, who's number 28. I've not won a race yet in this meet, so they've each won 1 race, while I have yet to win one. I've never won a race at all in my karting career at all, actually. So I need to win this race to win the Masters category for this competition. I believe I'm in 2nd now. So I need to beat both Dan and Robert, which we'll see is easier said than done once the race actually gets started. Coming to the last hairpin, or the big hairpin before the main straight. Critical corner there for actual racing, because you'll be chasing each other up the straight for the big pass. Now, talking about starting a Australian kart race, this category is all a rolling start, so you'll see everybody lining up, and then the tram lines, which are the 2 white lines that I'm entering now, you need to stay within them until you get the start finish. Away we go. I'd give a bit of space here, thinking they're going to come together and I'm going to slot through, but no, everybody stays good. Robert had to back off there and I nearly ran into Robert, but all good. And now just head down, 14 laps to go, which is a long way, so head down and let's try and take some positions. Robert already is losing a bit of a gap to Dan, and I've got to beat Dan. So I'm already thinking, oh, there goes Dan, there goes my opportunity for a win. You can see Dan actually fighting up there, and I believe he just passed number 33. No, he didn't. He nearly passed 33. But I've got to hurry up and get past Robert. First time through the fast corners quickly. You can see how much time Dan lost there, because he came together with 33 in that last hairpin. So Robert's closed up on Dan. And I'll start pushing on the infield here now, where I'm particularly could to try and make a move on Robert. There's just nowhere to get past here. Oh, again Dan tries to go side by side with 33 and it doesn't work out. Had to take some evasive action, but unfortunately nothing came of it. This time though, I'm pretty sure Dan makes it stick. He does, and in fact we all go past. I don't think it was 33 actually. I think it was another car. I didn't even see what it was, but anyway, whoever that was, he's gone. But our order is unchanged. Oh, pretty close to Robert this time, but no dice. 103 kilometers per hour max down that straight. 107.8 is what I can get it out to when really on it. So wasn't quite there yet this time. And let's get serious now. Let's take that position. Let's get past Robert and chase Dan before he gets too far away. Again, Dan's just pulling that gap. He's getting away. Robert's holding me up here, but he's got no obligation to move over and let me up past. It's a race after all. Yeah, I didn't do that particularly well. That should have been closer to Robert. You can see how much of a gap now and how far away I am from him. No back off though. You heard peak rev, so there's your 107. That's what we're looking for. Oh, much faster through corner one. Caught right up to him there. But Dan's almost out of the picture now. Dan's almost gone. So there's my opportunity, escaping off into the distance. Unless I get past Robert now, this race is going to be pretty much over. Oh, hand goes up. Obviously frustrated that Robert didn't take that hairpin as fast as I would have liked him to, and as a result I couldn't take it as fast. See a huge gap there. Oh, look how much faster I took corner one. Right up on him this time. And I believe up ahead I can see a white helmet, which isn't Dan, so I think Dan's gotten past whoever's next, which means I'm now 2 karts behind Dan, and unfortunately that's pretty much that for me. Anyway, the race is now between me and Robert, or my race is between me and Robert. Oh, that was good. That was good. That's what I should have been doing the other times. We're right on him this time. Right on him this time. Oh, that's contact at 102 kilometers an hour in the corner. Bit of a love tap. Exciting for all involved. It's certainly exciting for Robert, who's at that moment of max grip, and just as you're turning in, you need that grip. You get a bump from behind. That's pretty damn scary. But I'm getting frustrated now because I realise I think I'm losing it, but in reality I've already lost it, because that car in front of Robert isn't Dan anymore. That's somebody else. Dan's gone. Again, more contact. Jeez, Marco, just can't go through him. Again, nice through the final hairpin. Trying to rattle him. Ooh, jeez Louise, right there, less than a metre between us at 100 plus k an hour. But Robert keeps it planted. Oh, again, you could hear coming out of the throttle there. Alright, let's think about this last hairpin. Get it nice and clean and fast so we can really have a go down the straight. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Lovely jubblies. Oh, we're right there now. We're going to come together again here unless Robert stays on it. Jeez, look how close we are. He can hear. You can see him turn his head slightly there as you could hear my engine screaming. Oh, that was a big That was a really big contact. I hit him really quite hard there. Now, the guy behind me took that opportunity of me hitting him to go past me. And he's going to catch Robert quite quickly because I lost some speed there in that whole kerfuffle. But if Robert drives the way that he was driving with me, getting past him isn't quite so easy. So as long as I focus here, while they have a bit of a tussle together, as you can see ahead that they're having, I should be able to catch up. He's going to have a look, but he's not going to make it around, and then while they muck around in corner 1 together, I should be able to really close up on them, because I'll come through quickly. There we go. There we go. And fast through the corkscrew. Very fast through there. He has a go. He has a go. He pushes Robert wide, and I take the opportunity to go with him. And there you go. We're finally past Robert. Chasing number, I believe this is 88. He's in the light class, so he's got a few kilos on me. About 10 or 20 kilos on me. But Dan's long gone by this stage. I can't even see him in the footage. I don't know where he is. And that's pretty much that. Pretty much drive this out, and that's the end of this race. Nothing really else happens now. Now it's just a time trial session. I think we're going to catch, I think this is 33 now that we're going to catch with the white helmet, both of us. You can see him having a look, number 88, putting the pressure on. Here we go. Here we go. Big time. Now as he goes side by side into the fast corner, I follow him again because you don't want to be on the wrong part of the track in that fast corner. And as he was on the wrong part of the track to let 88 through, I quickly slotted in behind to be there as well. And that resulted in, he saw the 88 and then he's like, oh shit, there's Marco too. And through we go. Anyway, look, that was a great race. I really enjoyed that. Thank you, Robert, for that fight. Dan, I'll get you next time. Looking forward to 2024.
This is Maxen and his mum. These people are very fast.